Life has a way of presenting problems to us that we can't control. Every day in life, we face issues that we're not in control of. And one of the things that results from not being in control of issues in life, family issues, things that are going on at work, financial, whatever, is a feeling of fear. Everybody experiences fear. So let me share just a few thoughts about Abraham. And I'd like to start by reading a verse. This is the the New King James Version, and it reads in Genesis 15:1, "After these things, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a vision, saying, 'Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your exceedingly great reward.'" This is an amazing statement. Abram had left Ur of the Chaldees and was supposed to go to the land of Canaan. He hesitated, didn't get there on time because he didn't fully obey God. But he finally got into the land of Canaan. When he got there, there was a famine. And the first thing he thinks is, "Oh my word, this is terrible. I got to get some help." So he flees down to Egypt. And we know the story of that. But when he gets down there, having arrived, being fearful of the famine, he's thinking about his wife Sarah. She was a real knockout, a beautiful woman. And he thinks to himself, look, I know how these kings work. He's going to see the beauty of my wife and want her, and that means he'll kill me. So he asked his wife if she would misrepresent the truth and say that they are brother and sister. Well, they did have a relationship of stepchildren, I guess. But here's the whole point. Abram was really fearful of the famine, and when he sought his own solution to the problem, he ends up in Egypt. Now he's afraid of the king. And he makes bad decisions. 2 bad decisions because he was fearful. But I think it's interesting that God came to him and said, "Abram, fear not. I am your shield." What does that mean? Well, I think he's just saying, Abram, all life is going to present you with being embattled by something. You're going to face problems, and you're going to have to make choices. But just understand, when those difficulties come, I'm there to fend off the harm that can come from those problems. But you must trust me. I am your shield. I'll fight off the issues for you. You don't have to take charge of these battles. I will fight for you. So he says, don't be afraid. I'm here in your corner. I'm here for you. But I think the most wonderful part of this verse is, "And I am your exceeding great reward." Now, in one sense, that just doesn't compute with the rest of the verse, but in another it does. What does God mean by, "Hey, Abraham, I am your exceeding great reward"? Well, in the first place, all life has a purpose. And whether we know it or not, our purpose is to be connected to God. We don't normally think that way, but when I read the Bible, I realize that I was created in the image and likeness of God so I could enjoy Him forever. Even though in our sin we don't enjoy Him, we don't know Him, we don't care about Him, we rebel against Him, it doesn't change the fact that He purposed for people to enjoy Him. But He also knows that because of the fall, because of sin, we're engaged in battles. Life is difficult. We make wrong choices, and they can really cause us to become fearful. So He's saying, look, Abram, keep in mind that not only do I fight your battles for you, but the reason I want you to be victorious is so you can enjoy me. I am your reward. For Abram, first it was, no, my reward must be food in Egypt. And God said, well, I'm your shield, I'll take care of that, but I'm your reward. Don't worry about that food, I'll take care of it. Then he gets to Egypt, and now he's worried about, whoa, Pharaoh may kill me so that he can take my wife. And God's saying, look, I am your shield, I'll protect you in that issue. You don't need to take charge of that problem. I'll solve it for you. But remember, every day of your life, is to stay connected to me, to enjoy me. Well, how do we apply this? Well, we're in battle too. We face issues that create fear. How do we solve those? Who do we look to resolve our issues of fear? Is our eye on material things like money and food, and we're concerned we won't have enough? Maybe we're concerned about our health. God says, this is a battle issue. Will you stay focused on me? I'm your shield. I'll solve your problems for you, but you must trust me. But then we say, yeah, but I got to make it in life. How am I going to get my kids through college? How am I going to do this? How will I do that? And God says, those things are true issues. They need to be dealt with. But I am your exceeding great reward. What you're really moving through life to do is develop a relationship with me that will last for eternity. Everything else is a distraction. Don't let it turn your wholehearted affection away from me. I am your exceeding great reward. So that another question we might ask is, okay, so I move into eternity. What do I get there? God, fully. A full, complete, intimate relationship with God. Now, we're so grounded to earthly things, the material things of life, that doesn't sound like fun. But what could be more important than to find the soul totally embraced by God Himself forever, free of sin, free of our self-nature that drags us down so easily? It's God that we need to keep our eye on. And I think that's what He was saying to Abram.